Hi, and thank you so much for joining me for today's at-home Pilates session. Today we're not going to be using any equipment, but we're going to work through a series of exercises that are going to strengthen the glutes and the thighs, work the core and the upper body. So we're going to begin with the glutes and thighs from a sideline position. So get nice and long on your side body, prop your head up on your hand or rest your head on your outstretched arm. The feet and legs are glued together, body is in a nice straight line. We're just going to pick up the feet and hinge from the hips slightly by bringing the feet forward so we're in a gentle pike position. From here, hand is down on the mat for support. We're going to pick up the top leg and we're going to flex both feet, so pulling the toes toward the shins. And we're going to go into some heel taps. So I'm going to slightly turn the toes up on that elevated leg. So I'm going to tap the heels together and lift the leg. Tap and lift. So we're keeping our hips stacked here. Abs are engaged and the legs are perfectly parallel. So you're moving slowly and with control. Can already feel the work happening in that lower body. Good. You're keeping your torso nice and still and stable. Neck is long and relaxed. Lift and tap. Lift and tap. Nice work. Keep breathing. Inhale and exhale. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Every time you breathe out, engage the core. Good. Keep tapping, keep lifting, and visualize really lengthening out through the heel. So your leg is long, foot is flexed. Keep those toes pulled back toward the shins. We've got 4, 3, last 2, and final 1. Now we're going to lift the leg, bend at the knee, keep the foot flexed, and extend, pushing out through the heel. Tap down on the mat and extend. Tap, extend. So really kind of pushing out through the heel of the extended leg. Good. Tapping and squeezing the glutes and the thighs as you extend. Keep moving. I can really feel the work. My side bum area is starting to burn. Good. Keep breathing. Breathe out to push out through that heel. Give it a lot of power in the move, so really kick out. Good. 4, 3, last 2, final 1. We're going to come out and hold, and we're just going to move into some little pulses. Keep that foot flexed. Little controlled pulses here. I know they burn. Keep it up. We've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Whew. Okay, we're going to carry on that same side. So move into an all fours position here. Same leg that was just working is going to extend out long behind you. So the foot stays flexed. Hips are square with the mat. Shoulders are nice and stable and level. We're going to lift the leg, and as we do so, we're going to pulse, pulse, tap the toes. Pulse, pulse, tap the toes. So up a little higher and lower. Lift, lift, lower. Squeeze the glutes as you lift. Really engage the core so that you're not overarching in the low back. Lift, lift, and lower. Lift, lift, and lower. Good work. Squeeze the bum at the top of the lift. Good work. Keep pulsing up. Little controlled pulses. Keep that torso still and stable. Focus your mind and your attention on the glute working hard here. The hamstrings working hard. Good. Lift, lift, and tap. Lift, lift, and tap. 3 more sets. And 2. And last 1. We're holding from our lift and going into hamstring curls. So bring heel toward the bum. The foot stays flexed here. It's flexed through all of the exercises in this series. Good. really contract the hamstrings here as you pull the heel in toward the bum. Your navel should be lifted up toward the ceiling. Core is engaged. You're nice and stable across those shoulders, so don't collapse between the shoulder blades. Shoulders are nice and broad. Gently pushing the mat away from you through the heels of your hands. Good. We've got 5, 4, 3, keep with it, 2, and 1. Now we're going to bend, hold from a bent position, and we're going to pulse up. Last move of this series here, so pulse. Make it count. Lift that knee, squeeze the glutes. Lift, 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 nearly there. We've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold and relax that knee down. Now we're going to sweep the leg forward so that it's bent. And we're going to go into some hamstring stretches here, nice fluid movement. So we're going to rock back, flexing the foot, elongating the leg, and then rock forward, bending at the knee. So rock back, stretch and lengthen all the way up the back of the leg, and forward. Nicely done. A couple more. Feels good to stretch that leg that we just worked so hard. Good. You'll get a little bit of a hip flexor stretch in on the opposite side as well. Last one, stretch, and then sink the knee down and bring yourself to a kneeling position. Roll your shoulders down and back. Let's take it over to the other side. So we're getting nice and long on the mat, comfortable here on the neck, either outstretched arm or propped up on your palm. So stack your hips, your ankles, abs are engaged, hand is down on the mat. Pick the feet up and hinge from the hip, so you're in your gentle pike. Now flex both feet, turn the top toes up, and let's go right in to those leg lift heel taps. Good. Inhale up, exhale down. Keeping it really controlled. Your legs, both the bottom leg and the top leg, should be engaged, so all the muscles are flexing as you lengthen out through that top heel. Good work. Keep breathing. Good. Shoulders are relaxed. Belly button is contracted in toward the spine. Nice, just warming up this side. Already starting to feel the work. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're holding. Now we're tapping, maintaining the flexing of the foot and extending through the heel. Good. Tap, extend. So you're moving on a diagonal here. Really kicking out as you breathe out. Good. Keeping those toes pulled back toward the shins. Really taking a moment on that extension to really flex all the muscles in the leg. Lengthen through that heel and kick out. Make it a powerful movement, powerful but controlled. Inhale and exhale. Good work. Tap, extend, tap, extend, tap, extend. We've got 4, 3, it burns. Good work. 2, and 1. Hold it here, pulsing. Little controlled pulses. Keep that foot flexed. You've got this for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Relax it down. Okay, little couple second break as we get into position. So we are nice and supported across the shoulders. Hips are square with the mat. Extend leg out long, flex the foot, and going right into those lift, lift taps. Lift, lift, and tap. Now you don't want to be overarching your low back here. So as you come up, focus on squeezing your glutes and isolating this work in the lower body. So never kind of swinging or swaying the leg up like that. That will hurt your back. So really controlled, small little pulses up. Lift, lift, and lower. Bum is squeezing the entire time. Muscles are contracted. Good. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold at the top of the lift. Hamstring curl, heel to bum. Good. Keep those hips square with the mat. Really contract the hamstring as you pull the heel toward the bum. Keep that thigh at torso height, so don't let the knee drop below torso height. Keep that leg elevated. Lift your abdominal wall up toward the ceiling. Everything is working. Good. We've got 5, 4, 3, and 2. Final 1, hold from your bent leg position and pulse. Little controlled pulses. Squeeze the glutes, lift the thigh. We've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold and lower down. Amazing work. Okay, now we're bringing that leg forward with a flexed foot and then rocking into the bent knee. So we're flexing and stretching and coming forward and bending. Bring it back, pull the heel, pull the toes toward the shin. Good, and forward. Enjoy the stretch. We've got 4 and 3. Really pull back into that stretch, straighten the leg. Last 2. And final 1. Stretch it out for 3, 2, and 1. Amazing work. Gently step both legs back into a plank position. Hold here, flexing through the heels, stretching the backs of the legs, and gently soften down to the mat. Good work. Let's roll over onto our backs and prepare for our abdominal work. So we're going to begin with some crunches. The knees are bent here. We're going to bring the arms overhead so that the palms are facing up toward the ceiling. Legs are about hip distance apart. We're going to inhale here, and as we exhale and curl and crunch up, we're tapping fingertips toward the knees or to the knees. And good. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Good. Lower and crunch up and lift. Good. Lower and reach toward those knees. Lower and reach a bit further. So as you lift up, you're really drawing your navel down toward the mat. Good. Warming up those abs, pressing the back into the mat as you curl and crunch up. Nice work. Reach. And just a little pause at the top of the movement to really engage the abs before you lower down. Good. Don't spend too much time on the mat before coming right back up into your crunch. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift the shoulders. And as you come up, your head is resting on top of the shoulders. So your head's not hanging back, straining your neck. You want to curl up, gentle tuck of the chin. Gaze comes between the knees. Good. Challenge yourself by picking those shoulders up a little bit higher on every crunch. We've got 4 and 3. Lift a bit higher. Last 2 And final one, we're going to come up and hold. Hold in your crunch position and pulse. Little controlled pulses toward the knees. Good. Head rests on top of the shoulders. We've got 6, 5, 4, 3 abs in, 2, 1, hold, and gently relax down. Amazing work. Now we're going to interlace the fingers behind the head. Nice wide elbows here, head rests heavy in the palms. We're going to peel up into a crunch position, bringing one knee in toward the chest, the other leg extends out long. Then we're just going to switch and switch and switch. So the toes are pointed. Breathe out as you extend. Inhaling and exhaling. You want those abs engaged. If it gets too much for your head, neck, and shoulders in the lifted position, you can lower head, neck, and shoulders down to the mat. You also have the option here of just placing your hands under your bum on either side of your tailbone if you feel like your lower back is lifting too much off the mat. And then just carry on with the movement, knees into chest. Good. Abs are in. If you are in your crunch position, your shoulder blades are peeling up off the mat. Good. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently lower both legs down to the mat. Nice work. Now we are going to get into position. So we're going to spread our legs about mat distance apart and really point the toes. Take a moment here to flex the muscles in the legs. Squeeze the glutes slightly. We're going to bring the right knee in toward the chest. Extend out long and lift. Bend at the knee. Extend the leg and lift. Bend. Extend leg parallel to the mat and lift leg. Bend, extend, and lift. Now as I work through this movement pattern, my opposite leg is engaged. So I'm really squeezing the glutes and the thighs so that the lower body stays super stable, so we're not rocking around as we lift and lower the working leg. Good. If you're comfortable here, crunch up. Good. Lift, bend, extend. Lift, bend, extend. Good work. Keep it up. Lift head, neck, and shoulders a little bit higher if you can. Abs engaged. Opposite leg is flexed for stability. Good. We've got 3. Last 2. And final 1. And extend and lower. Good work. Now we're switching sides. So bend, extend, and lift. Bend, extend, and lift. Notice the toe of my opposite leg. I'm still pointing, still flexing. Good. Nice and stable here through the lower body. Working into the lower abs, the thighs. Good. Try to get as much of a lift as possible. Bend, extend, and lift. And if you're good here, you're moving into your crunch. Head rests heavy in your hands. Head, neck, and shoulders are peeled up off the mat. Good. Nice work. Nice fluid, smooth, controlled movement. Abs are working hard here. If you're moving around a lot, slow it down. Moving around, rocking in the hips, and focus on flexing those legs. A little bit of flexing happening in the glutes too. Helps with stability. Good. We've got 5 and 4. Abs in. Last 3 and 2. Final 1, and extend and lower. Amazing work. Now we're going to place our hands on either side of our tailbone, creating support for the lower back, and we're going to bring the knees in toward the chest. We're going to extend and bring them back in. Extend, abs in to bring them in. So you're squeezing your legs together here, extending and bringing it in. Good. Really point through the toes as you extend. I'm inhaling to extend, exhaling to bring the knees in. And as I bring the knees in, I'm really contracting the belly down toward the mat. Now, if you're good here, come up into your crunch, resting head, neck, and shoulders. Good work. Keep breathing, keep extending. We've got 5, 4, 3, nearly there, 2, and on our last one, we're gonna hold. Hold on your extension, hold, hold, hold. Abs are in for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Hug them in close to you. Regulate the breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. From here, we're going to stretch the legs out long and roll over onto our stomachs. Hands on either side of the shoulders, push up for an abdominal stretch. Really drop the shoulders here. And regulate the breath. Good. Now we're going to lower our forearms down to the mat and go into position for some hip dips. So you want your elbows underneath your shoulders here. We're going to flex the feet and prop up into a low plank. Get nice and long here. Make sure you're strong and stable in the position. And we're going to begin by alternating hips, dropping down to the mat. If this is too much for you, you can always hold a static plank here. Dropping from side to side, really engaging the core, pulling the abdominal wall up toward the ceiling as you alternate from side to side. Good, keeping the bum low, keeping the spine nice and long. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your knees under your hips and your wrists below your shoulders. Amazing work with those. From this position, we're going to go into some shin lifts, and we're just going to take a moment to stretch out the back as well. So we're going to curl the toes, inhale, and exhale, lift into a downward dog, flattening the upper back. Take a moment here and then lower. Just hover the knees, belly engages, and lift. Lower, hover the knees, abs are in, and lift. Stretching and lengthening through the spine, bringing that tailbone up toward the ceiling. Lower, shin lift position, hold, 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 and lift. Scoop your navel in as you lift hips toward the ceiling. Last one, lower, hovering the knees, hold, 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 and lift. Amazing work. Drop your knees. Make sure you're in a nice stable position. And now we're going to hold a shin lift. So the wrists are below the shoulders, knees are below the hips. Let's get this hair out of here. And abdominals are engaged. Feet are flexed here. You're gently pushing the mat away through the heels of the hands as you float and hover the knees. Good. Abs are engaged. We're strong across the shoulders, upper arms are working here. We're just gonna hold for 5, for 4, 3, last 2, and 1. Relax it down. Amazing work. Take a breather. We're gonna come up and hold for 10 seconds. Inhale to prepare, and exhale, hover and lift. Nice and strong here for 10, 9, 8, 7, lift your abs, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, lower down. Now we're gonna finish off by tapping alternate fingers toward alternate knees. So we're going to get into our nice stable shin lift position. Shins are about hovering off the mat, so they're parallel with the mat, and we're just gonna tap, tap, tap. Now try not to let yourself rock around too much. If you need to move more slowly, that's fine. Focus on control. Don't let your bum lift up high. Keep those shins parallel with the mat. Good. We've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, abs in for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower knees, take knees nice and wide, and walk your hands out in front of you. Soften forehead down to the mat, and keep your hips elevated. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. For 3, and 2, and 1. Walk your hands toward your knees, lifting into a kneeling position. Stack the vertebra, lift your fingers up toward the ceiling, and circle the arms down and back. Lift and circle, open through the chest. Lift and circle back. For 3, and 2, and last 1. Amazing work. We are finished. I hope you enjoyed that series of exercises, and I look forward to working out with you again next time.